guys, welcome back to another plant shop vlog. It has been a little bit since you guys last saw me. I just got back from vacation and it feels really good to be home and getting back into the swing of things. James and I had a really nice trip and we really did enjoy our time off. Unfortunately, when we got back home, we did both get very sick. We both ended up getting COVID. A few days ago though, we did end up testing negative, so thank goodness. But being sick definitely did push back a few things I wanted to do for the shop and getting ready for the new year and stuff. So that's unfortunate, but there's nothing I can do about it. Last week I did reopen my shop because it was on vacation mode. I took off obviously to go on a trip, but I also took off just for the holiday time. The holiday season is really not a great time for me for the shop. The shop doesn't really do that great in December just because everybody's shopping for Christmas gifts and spending time with family and stuff like that. Nobody's really thinking about buying themselves a plant. We did have a few gift card sales, so thank you guys all so much for that. I'm sure a lot of people were very happy that they got a gift card to a plant store for the holidays, so I'm very excited for all of you guys to go shopping. So thank you guys so much for supporting the shop while I didn't have any plants up during my time off. So we are back and today is actually New Year's. It is January 1st. Happy New Year's, everybody. And we're gonna be starting the vlog off with packing orders. So like I said, I did reopen the shop last week. There was not a restock because we're just reopening, so all I had to do was just make all the listings public again. If you didn't see my last vlog, make sure you guys go check it out because we did get a shipment in for December and you can see how I got all the plants ready and all the new stuff that we got and everything like that. We have a few plant orders and we have a few non-plant orders, so let me just show you guys the plants really quick. First, we have this Philodendron Florida Beauty, Philodendron Red Anderson. This one does come with the cocoa pole, Anthurium Michelle Dock Block, and lastly we have Monstera Adansonii Mint, and it comes with this plank on the plant as well. And then the rest of the orders are just pots, mulch poles, potting mix, stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and start packing up the order. I thought I was just recording, but I wasn't, so I'm sorry about that. So far I've packed one plant. This is the Anthurium Dock Block Michelle. They did ask for a heat pack and thermal wrap. The plant gets packed normally, but then it also gets wrapped in the thermal wrap like this if you order it. And then I just stick it in the box as normal. Since I'm shipping out tomorrow, I'm gonna activate the heat pack tomorrow morning and then close up the box, but I am just going to prep the package as I normally do. And I'm just gonna put the cotton all around the plant in the box so it doesn't like slide around. And then in the morning, I will cover it with more and I'll put the heat pack on the side in here and I'll just tape it along the side here and then just box it up. So moving on, the next order is a non-plant order. We have a 4-pack of clear moss poles, which are these. So we have 4 of these, 2 bags of my custom pond mix, a 7-inch tall pot, 2 6-inch clear pots, and 2 8-inch pots. When it comes to any potting mix, I will always tape down the top of it where the zip is because the packages do get shooken up a bit while they're in transit. So you definitely don't want it to open while it's in transit and get everywhere. That is one of my biggest pet peeves, especially when ordering things off of like Amazon. Like all my bags are like always broken and stuff. It's so annoying. I feel like I'm a little bit out of my groove. I haven't packed in a few weeks, so it definitely feels like I'm moving a little bit slower than normal. And then just putting their invoice and their note in for Megan and close it up. So for our vacation, we went to Cancun, Mexico, but we stayed close to Isla Mujeres. We didn't stay directly on the island, but we stayed on the coast on the opposite side. So we were kind of far from activities, we were far from the airport, but we stayed at a really nice resort. Just gonna insert some pictures and some clips that I took on the vacation. You can feel free to skip it if you don't want to see it, but I figured I would just toss it in here. I was gonna make a vlog, but it didn't happen because your girl really did not have her phone like that. I was just really just in the moment enjoying the sunny weather, trying to be off the phone, trying to be off social media, and I think I did a good job at it. I did take a few pictures and videos, so I'm gonna insert those now. So that was a recap on the vacation. We had a really good time. We loved the resort we stayed at. It was like an all-inclusive resort. It was so nice. The only downside was that the ocean water and the pool water was like freezing, so we were literally shivering. But other than that, everything was really good, and I'm really happy that we were able to have a vacation this year, because I honestly didn't think we were going to be able to like pull it off, but we did, and I'm really grateful that we were able to go, especially so close to the holidays. So this plant is the Adansonii mint. This one is on the little wooden plank, so the person will get it as is. I am just wiping the leaves down as I normally do, just to ensure there's no dust or dirt on them. Since we're doing this, I might as well update you guys because I have not pulled the camera out. So when we got home from vacation, we were gone for 5 days, and I left the plants. I do have all the lights on timers, so the lights come on every day at 8 a.m. and they turn off at 10 p.m. I didn't have anybody like look after them because it's not necessary for me to have somebody do that, and also I feel like it would just make matters worse. So when I got home, everything was in excellent condition because I don't really water the plants more than once a week. Just being gone for a week didn't really affect anything. There was one plant in particular that did not make it, and unfortunately it was that Monstera aria. It was the one leaf cutting. It looked great before I left, but I think it did dry out while I was gone, and it completely is like yellow now. So now it's completely yellow, and I think I'm going to just take it out of the pot and see if there's any like root rot or anything, and go from there and try to rehab it. You can't expect everything to do great while being away for a few days, and that's just the risk you have to take with this type of business. You know, if you want time off, you're gonna have to sacrifice some things. So it is what it is, and I always say the plants are always gonna grow back. They're always gonna be fine. So that was the only plant that like suffered, but other than that, everything else was in great condition. I didn't have to worry about anything. And if you're wondering, the cats were fine. They had somebody come in every day to check on them. They were literally fine. They have automatic feeders. They have water fountains. We have cameras in the house. Like, I can see everything that they're doing. And somebody was here just to give them some love and stuff. But they were literally fine. But I was missing them quite a bit. Like halfway through the trip, I was like ready to go home. Like, I was just missing them so much because, you know, seeing them on camera, like all they were doing was just like sleeping. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like they're sleeping to pass the time. They don't know what's going on. Like, I just felt so awful about leaving them. I wish like you could just bring them with you. And when we came home, they all came running to the door to like get love. Like, they missed us so much, and it was just like broke my heart. Oh my gosh, I was just so sad. I was like missing them so much. I couldn't do anything on the trip without like checking the cameras to see like what they were doing and stuff. I would talk to them on the camera, but like they obviously don't know what's going on, so I felt so bad. And even though like we stayed at such a nice resort and everything was amazing, the food was amazing, everything was great, we literally had no issue with anything, I just think that we were just ready to go home by like the second day. Every time I book a trip, I think, oh, did I book enough time? And I'm glad that I didn't book any more than that because I was ready to go. Since we are packing on YouTube, your orders get the pink sticker that says that your order was packed on YouTube. So I need to do some supply ordering because I am getting a little low on boxes, and I need to get some like different sizes. I pretty much have my box sizes all figured out, but I would like to get a long skinny one. That's something that I don't have, and I have to order some wholesale stuff like potting mix stuff that I use to create the potting mix. I have to order that from a wholesale greenhouse. I have to like get my all of my stuff together. I think I'm super low on pond as well, so I'll be getting with that probably soon too. And then every box does get just like my shop sticker. It gets a bunch of fragile stickers, and it also gets this little cute sticker here. It says, "This package is happy to see you. Thank you for your order." I do not use stickers that say live plants on the box. The reason I don't do that is because people are starting to understand how expensive and rare plants are. And the last thing I want to do is ship a package to somebody and somebody sees that on there and they steal it. Because people do steal plants literally out of plant shops, and I don't want to, you know, have any idea of like what's in the box, you know what I mean? So I try to keep it as discreet. I mean, there is like a couple like Monstera, like, you know, prints on here. I don't think quick looking at it, you would think like, oh, there's a plant in this box, you know? Maybe you would think it's like a pot or something. I don't know. I don't like to use those stickers because I just don't want people to just quickly glance at something and already know what is in this box and potentially think that it is some, you know, super expensive thing or whatever and steal it from you. Like, I think that would just suck. The next order is just a 4-pack of clear moss poles. And they fit perfectly in these little mailing boxes from USPS. And this is for Caleb. Yes, Caleb. I believe Caleb has a TikTok. I'm pretty sure I've seen them post an order from me prior on TikTok. I remember a lot of you guys based off of your orders and stuff. Like, I remember your names. I know immediately when I have like a new customer, if they haven't ordered from me, like the name doesn't look familiar. So many orders now. I think we're almost at 600 official orders like on my site. I've sold way more orders than that, like off of the site, but I think we're almost at 600 on the site. Really do remember like everybody. That is like one thing that I really do love about being a small business, is that I am very close to everything that I do. I remember the type of plants you buy or the type of things that you order. So sometimes a lot of you guys order like just really simple plants, and then in a couple of months I'll see you guys like order something a little bit more advanced, and I'm like, okay, they're feeling confident, like they must have learned something. So it really makes me happy because I get to actually see your journey as well, and you guys probably don't realize that I pick up on that. But I am really proud of you guys because some of you guys have just purchased like little starter plants, and then I'll start seeing you purchase like some bigger ones, and the next thing you know, you guys are like purchasing like some super like rare uncommon plants, and I'm like, okay, go ahead. This order is 4 of these 5-inch pots, 4 of the 2.5-inch pots, 4 of the 4-inch pots, 4 of these 4-inch pots, and then 4 clear moss bowls. So since it is the new year, I guess let's talk about some New Year's resolutions. What are some things you want to do or change in 2024? A big thing for me, I think personally, would be just being more active and like eating better, like really like paying attention to like the things I eat and stuff. So recently James and I just finished our gym in the garage. We decided we didn't want to keep like a car in there, so we just turned it into a home gym. I also bought myself a like exercise bike that I have in the living room for like when I'm on lunch break and stuff, so that I could like get like a quick like 30-40 minute like workout in, because I am home. I do work from home, a regular corporate job, and then I do the plant shop. So I am home like all the time. Don't really have a need to like go anywhere. Like, I only go to like the grocery store. Like, we don't go out or anything like that. Like, we just work and that's it. Instead of me just sitting around, like, I feel like I could be doing a little bit more. So I been on the exercise bike and I really do like it. I've been watching like cycling videos and stuff like that. I do like it. There was a point in my life where I was always in the gym and it was a big part of my life. And then COVID happened, like all the gyms, you know, shut down and everything like that. And then I got like super lazy. So now I'm like, you know, I could do a little bit more. So that's something that I'm working on. And overall, just like eating healthier. We don't eat bad. I will say we really don't eat bad. But I think the problem I was having for a few months was that I kept ordering DoorDash, like, and I was spending a ton of money on DoorDash. Can confidently say I have not ordered DoorDash in like 3 months, and I'm very proud of myself. I've saved so much money, like not spending money on freaking food. Like, it's insane how much money I would spend on food because like I'm home, I'm working, I'm always on a call, I'm always busy. I just need to quickly like order like a salad or whatever like that, and you know, I don't have time to like step away and like cook myself a meal and stuff like that. And even though I am home, I am glued to that computer. So I've completely like stopped ordering like lunch on DoorDash, and I think the only time we ordered DoorDash was like when we got home from vacation because we didn't have any food. And that was like the only time. So I'm really proud of myself for that. And it's definitely has helped me a lot, you know, with like saving money and stuff like that. That's something that I definitely want to continue to stop doing, and just eating healthier, like planning out my meals a little bit better. So I've been like on TikTok looking up like recipes and stuff. We've been cooking a lot, and I'm just really proud of how far we've gotten. So I'm gonna just continue doing that this year as well. I recently just bought a juicer for juicing fruits and vegetables. So that is a new journey that James and I are starting, and it's been actually fun. So I think we've had it for like only a few days, and I will say that like it is gonna be an expensive life change to be buying so much fruits and vegetables. Like we went to like one of our wholesale clubs, like we have a BJ's card. We went there and bought all these fruits and vegetables, and I spent like $200 like just on that, and in like 2 days it's like already gone. And I'm like, damn, like this is going to be an expensive like life, you know, change for sure. But so far I've liked all the juice recipes that we've made, and I've been drinking them at like breakfast and lunch, and I feel really full like after drinking them. So I definitely feel like a little bit more refreshed, even though it's only been a few days. I think it's already making such a difference, like in the way that I'm feeling, because I don't think I was getting enough fruits and vegetables, you know? So I'm really excited for that. And if any of you guys are like into juicing and stuff, please like let me know like some of your favorite like juicing like recipes and stuff, because I'm just like looking on TikTok and just doing whatever. And there's a ton of like good information on TikTok, and that's what convinced me to buy a juicer, just watching TikTok. So I really like it, and I do highly recommend it if you're trying to, you know, get in more fruits and vegetables. I definitely recommend it. It was a little bit expensive. I think it was like $200, but I feel like it's a good investment to have, you know? So I am super excited for that journey, and just like my health and fitness journey and stuff like that. So I am looking forward to that in 2024. As for plants and my plant shop, I do have a lot of things in mind that I want to do this year, and I feel like I will have a better time focusing because I have the space that I need, I have the supplier that I need, I have the customers. I would really like to have a better restock schedule. So I do restock once a week, but I restock based off of what I have. I would like to be more on it with getting the plants in and getting them ready and everything like that. So I would like to get to that point, but in order to get to that point, it's, you know, it costs money and it's expensive for me to bring in so many plants all the time. I just want to get to the point where I can be bringing in lots of like plants, lots of shipment all the time for you guys. So I'm gonna try to work really, really hard this year and really like buckle down and focus. There was a point in the year where I think I was losing focus on plants and just the shop in general. And I do think that is very normal once you turn a hobby that you love into an income source. It is very easy to lose the interest in the hobby because now this has become my job. So just be mindful if you are thinking about turning a hobby into income, like an income source, just be mindful of potential burnout and stuff. So you have to be in a good headspace to like want to continue, because it's hard to start, but it's so easy to stop. I've already witnessed so many people in my journey start a plant store and then they all have stopped, and I'm like still going, you know? As many times I would try to like, you know, convince them like, you got this, just get over this part. A lot of them stopped, and it makes me really sad because, you know, they were like good friends of mine, and now like a lot of us don't even talk because they don't even want anything to do with their plants anymore, which means they're not on their plant account. But if you are experiencing burnout, or you're not happy with results, just keep going. You know what I mean? That's all you can do, is just keep going. You have to keep going. The way I see things is I've already invested so much time and money into Plant Life Lex that it doesn't make sense for me to stop. Plant Life Lex does make me happy, but there is just sometimes throughout the month where I just don't want to do it. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't want to come in here. I don't want to pack orders. I don't want to look at the plants. Like, I'm like, I could just stop right now. I could just stop and be done. Then there's something in the back of my head that always says it's just a rough patch and you're gonna get over it and you're gonna find love for the hobby again. And I feel like I am slowly starting to find love for the plants again. It's definitely not easy and it's not going to happen overnight, but I know who I am and I know I'm not gonna quit because I feel like I've already got so far. And especially with like this YouTube in general, I don't have a ton of followers and stuff like that, but I know a lot of you guys do appreciate the videos and you guys do watch them. So thank you guys so much because YouTube is another source of income for me as well. So I really do like appreciate you guys like taking the time to watch my videos and stuff. I just want to say thank you guys so much for just keeping up with me and supporting me with the YouTube and my shop, everything. I really, really appreciate it. So I definitely am going to continue working really hard with the shop. I'm going to really try to get these like restocks down to like a schedule for you guys. It feels nice now knowing that I can finally focus on just the shop and not like looking for a house and moving and trying to get this room together. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had so much stuff I was trying to do while running the shop. It was a lot. So I do have a lot of things I would like to do with the shop, get more plants in the shop for you guys, but I also want to start bringing in more non-plant things as well. We have like the moss poles, planning on bringing some different sizes, different colors as well of the moss poles. I think we have a really good pot size selection right now, so I am pretty happy with the size range that I have. I sell plant pots ranging from sizes 2.5 all the way to 9.5, and I think that's a really like good range of plant pots to sell. Display cases for the plants as well, which did amazing, so those will also come back. I am just holding off on some big wholesale orders right now for like some non-plant products because it is now official tax season and I just need to see where my business stands because, you know, at the end of the day, this is not a hobby. This is a full-on LLC and this will be my second year in taxes, but this year is going to be drastically different because I bought a house and I'm using this house for business. I've spent a ton of money on my business this year and I just need to see like where I'm at. I'm trying to hold off a little bit until I'm done my tax season. This is the last order. I'm just packing up the 2 plants. As you can see, this order is actually quite big. So they also got a ton of plant pots and stuff like that too. So whenever I get a really large order like this, where it's like multiple plants, pots and stuff, I have no choice but to separate the order into 2 boxes, which means 2 shipping costs. It's just something that happens. You just have to eat the cost and that's fine. And this person lives in New Jersey, like me. They're about an hour away, so this package isn't going far at all. So they got 2 8-inch pots, 2 9-inch pots, and 2 9.5 tall pots. So these will get put in their own box. Done packing the orders for today, I'm going to schedule a USPS pickup for tomorrow so that all the orders can just be picked up right from my home. I usually don't go and drop them off unless I just have like 1 or 2, but usually I have quite a few, so it's just easier for the mail lady to come while she's dropping my mail off and just grab them. So I'm going to probably go and have some lunch and then come back in here, and I think I'm going to try to rearrange this room. There's a few things in here that I just don't like the way things look and I want to flip some things around. So since James is home today, he offered to help me. We're gonna see. I have some ideas in my head, but I don't know if they're gonna look right, so we'll see. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. as you can see, the background looks a little bit different. That's because I decided to move a few things around in my plant studio for my shop. It's not a huge change, but I did flip-flop a few things and move some shelves around, and I feel like I like the layout a little bit better, and I feel like filming will be a little bit easier. As I'm filming this, I'm still working on the space. I'm getting really low on time to get this vlog out, so I don't know if I'm going to record the full change in this vlog, but I did move a few of the shelves around. So let me just show you guys what I have so far. So this is an overview of the room. I think the last time I did a studio tour was when I first moved in, so I'm gonna link that video at the top if you want to see how it looked like before. I decided to move all the shop plants against the wall in the back where my neon sign is, and then I decided to put my Mills bow and the 2 shelves with my plants on the left side, and I just feel like that looks much better. I moved all the pots and the non-plant products to the right side of the room in the corner, and I like that it's tucked away, but it's still like easily accessible for me to grab like all the pot orders and stuff like that. I think it looks much better having my plants on this wall instead of the back wall, because now when I'm using this as a background for filming, the opposite wall actually has 2 windows and I'll be able to get some natural light in my videos, so I think that will be really nice. And this is what the room looks like when you first walk in the door. This room is very, very large. It is the biggest bedroom in the house, and I do use this specifically for the shop. So on the opposite wall near the windows, I do keep my computer. This is where I edit my videos, but it's also where I fulfill all the orders for the shop, update the shop, everything related to the shop. So it is necessary for me to have this computer in the room, as well as like my thermal printer for printing labels and a regular printer for printing my receipts and stuff like that too. It is super messy, so I apologize. I am still working on cleaning this room. This is actually a voiceover because I did lose the original audio to this, so I'm literally voicing this over right before I upload this video. So this is my little fulfillment area. I did move it down slightly to the left. It used to be right in the center, so I would always like face the wall, but now I moved it so that I can look out of the window. The plant artwork is from my friend. I will put the link on the description, and the plant plushies are also from another friend, so I will put their shop in the description as well. This little shelf right here just holds a lot of the things that I use to pack plants, like tape, packing paper, scissors, all my stickers, my notes, stuff like that. The table that is in the middle of the room, this is the table I use to pack my orders as well as film and do repotting and stuff. The tabletop is from IKEA, and then the frame is actually from Amazon. It is an electric rising like desk frame, so it can go up and down, so I can set it for my standing height and set it for my sitting height. This is a major thing I knew I wanted for my plant room, was an adjustable desk for packing orders. I do pack a lot of plants, and I am usually packing for a few hours, so being comfortable is something that is a must. If you've been around since day one, I used to pack plants just sitting on my floor in my apartment, and then I upgraded to a foldable little table, and then I bought this house a few months ago, so I definitely have come a long way with my little plant store. I used to run my plant store out of my little 1-bedroom apartment, so I'm really happy that I was able to make this room exactly how I wanted and how I needed it. Technically this room is a bedroom, so it does have a mini walk-in closet, which is perfect for all my plant supplies. So I keep all my shipping boxes in here, extra plant pots, my glassware for propagations, and other materials and stuff that I use for my shop. Fun fact, when we bought the house, none of the bedrooms had closet doors, so right now I just keep these curtains on there. I plan on getting doors later, but yeah, none of the closets had doors, so it was super weird. I'm really excited for this corner of the room. This is where I keep my Monstera Albo, and right now I just have a philodendron brandy eye just sitting on the floor, and then I have my cat's little pet bed there. The cats love pet beds, so I keep like multiple pet beds in every single room. This little corner was a bit crowded before because I had my desk kind of in the way here, but now I opened up the space, and I'm really excited to maybe get like a little low shelf that I can put some plants on planks and have them face the window. Definitely inspired by Melissa. I believe her channel is Plants with Melissa or Plants by Melissa. I'll put her name on the screen. I'm sure you guys know who she is. She's super popular, but her plant room is so cute, and I love how she has that little shelf by her window and all the like moss bowl plants like facing the window. I would like to do something like that in the future. I really don't have that many personal plants, and a lot of my personal plants I don't really keep on big moss poles or planks and stuff. I usually cut them down. Maybe this year I'll make it a goal to like grow a lot of my plants out, and I can like make this little corner like a whole plant corner, so I'm super excited for that as well. So that was my little plant room tour, so now let's just get back to the vlog. Look at all these plants I just pulled out of the shelves. It's a mix of plants that are not on the shop and plants that need new photos. I do have a lot of little props in stratum that I'm going to be taking a look at. So let's see what we got going on. While I'm doing this, I'm just going to be cleaning off the plants, making labels, trimming leaves if needed, stuff like that. The first one here, this is Anthurium King of Spades crossed with an Ace of Spades. This is the newest leaf it just pushed out. This one was a rehab. This one in particular, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it does have a lot of yellow. Pretty sure if this was to get shipped, this leaf would go. This one is still okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and just trim this one because I would rather it just be gone instead of it yellow in the mail and then the customer is upset. Now we just have this guy here. So this one already has a label from last time, so I'm gonna just leave it and put it to the side. The next one, this one right here, this is a Philodendron Strawberry Shake. This one does not have a label, so let me just do that really quick. For the labels, I am using a little portable Bluetooth label maker. It's this little pink thing right here. I got it on Amazon. I'll link it below. It's perfect for just quick labeling so that I can keep track of everything. It has the app on the phone. You type it in and then it just prints out from the top here. And then I just stick it on the pot. These stickers, they come off really easily. So if you don't want them on there, you can just simply take it off. But this is one of the strawberry shakes, just a one leafer. The next is this Pink Princess Marble. So we've had this one for a while and I've had a whole like rant about pink princesses in general for the store. Pink princesses are something that I've officially stopped bringing to my shop. They are just so popular in big box stores, and I feel that a lot of greenhouses in general still market these really, really high when they're just not worth it. For me to purchase these in wholesale, it costs way more than me just finding it at a big box store. It doesn't make sense, and I obviously am not going to list it for the price I bought it for. To put things in perspective, when I first got this plant for the shop, Pink Princess Marble was like just getting popular in big box stores. And when I buy stuff in wholesale, we don't get to see any pictures. It just says the size of the plant and what it is. So it said, whatever, 5-inch Pink Princess Marble. So I'm thinking that it's going to be this gorgeous, like full-on pink, you know, beautiful marble leaves, everything. So it does have some cute like pink leaves in it, I'm not going to lie, but I don't know where the marble is because it ain't here. My regular Pink Princess looks way better than this. As a comparison, this is just a regular Pink Princess in my collection. So like, where is the marble? This has happened to me so many times ordering from this greenhouse where it's just super frustrating. It almost feels like a scam. I paid $125 wholesale price for this Pink Princess Marble. I mean, it is technically a marble. It's just super low variegation and stuff like that. So this plant just is not selling, and I just don't think pink princesses are a good investment for my shop. So I would rather use that spot of a pink princess for something different, because you can literally find this at a grocery store. But this technically is a marble, so it does have a little bit of a higher price point still than a regular pink princess. My experience with pink princesses are just weighted out. So for the size, I do feel like I have it priced pretty fairly, but it wasn't selling. So I recently put it on this cocoa pole, so you'll now get the cocoa pole as well. And I think it makes it look a little bit better. So we're gonna get some new pictures of this guy because it needs it. That is my Pink Princess rant. I do not think that they are worth it for like small shops. I just don't think it's worth it. So that is one of my last ones. And if you are ever like, how come you don't get pink princesses? That is why. Now you might see pink princesses in the future, like small ones, because they might just be cuttings off of my own plants, because I do have 2 of them. But other than that, do not expect me to be bringing in a load of pink princesses. It's not happening. Next one we have here, this is Hoya Waliniana Variegated. This one's quite small, still goodie though, so I'm going to get it listed. It already has a label. I have a 1 leafer of a Philodendron Florida Beauty. This one's a little dirty. I have a few Florida Beauties right now on the shop. I do feel like the Florida Beauties I always get are in great condition. They have a lot of variegation too, so I really do like to bring the Florida Beauties like every time I do a shop update, just because I feel like they're still pretty sought out for, and I feel like they're still like worth the price. Let's talk Monstera albos. So I have 2 Monstera albos on the shop right now. Then I have these 2 remaining. This one is pretty high variegation, so it is browning a bit. Since it is browning, I am going to list this one at a cheaper rate because it does, you know, it is like cosmetic damage. So it will be a little bit cheaper, and it's just a 1 leafer, so it's not that serious. And this one, it already has a label, so that's good. Just needs pictures. Then I have this guy. This is a super low variegated Monstera albo. As you can see, you can't even see, but there's only like a little speck of white there and a speck right there. So this one's going to be much cheaper. I do think it has a chance. The stem isn't bad, you know what I mean? Like it looks pretty decent, so it might have a chance. Look at this. Like, what is this little leaf? So I'm just gonna rip that off because what is that? So this is a 2-leafer, low variegated Monstera albo. It does have a new leaf on the way. Sometimes getting a more low variegated plant is better for a lot of people because obviously high variegated plants are super expensive, and you know, you just never know what a plant's gonna do. So it's always fun to take a chance with like plants and stuff. So this one does have a label as well. Philodendron Burl Marked Variegated. You guys love the Burl Marks Variegated. I feel like I haven't had this one in a little while. So this one was like a little starter plant that I just like been growing out. And this is where it's at. So I think it's just ready to be like sold as something, you know, cheap or whatever. It does have like a lot going on. You could probably cut this and make it into 2 plants if you really wanted to. They grow like really bushy and like condensed like that, so it's easy to like propagate them, but it has some good leaves and it has like some really good roots too. So next we have this little bottom cut of a philodendron jungle boogie. This is from my personal jungle boogie that I have. I chopped it a few vlogs back, I think. I have no idea which vlog, but I did chop it, and it's its own little plant now. So I am going to put up this Monstera Adansonia albo. In the last vlog, we got these. The whole top half was white, so I chopped it. I was not joking when I said white. You can barely see them. These are the top cuts. I just have them in water. I'm gonna stick them in stratum. I don't expect anything great from these. They're just, I just figured I would just try. So I am just going to list it as is, and I'm going to note that it was starting to revert to like all white. So yeah, these are the little white leaves. We have another Adansonia albo, but I'm not gonna put that one up because that one had so much white that it's down to like 2 leaves. So I will wait on that one, but I just have these in a little cup for now. This is Hoya Chicken Farm. This one has been around for a minute, but the picture only has like 2 leaves, and now it has quite a few. So this one looks pretty good. If you're looking for a cool, unique Hoya, this one is really nice. So this one is ready to go. It does have its own label because it's already on the shop. I'm just gonna update the picture. I have a pretty bushy Syngonium aria here. Has a new leaf right here. So this one looks like it's yellowing, so I'm gonna chop the older ones off. This one's okay. These are another, I guess, fail of a plant that I ordered, very similar to the Pink Princess. These are Philodendron White Knight Marbles. I'm just trimming the bottom leaves because they are showing yellowing signs. I do cut the leaves once they start showing yellow because they're gonna just continue to yellow, and it's most likely gonna happen while it's in transit. So it's just better to cut them for me for the store. I am very much done with these guys as well. This was such a waste, I feel like. So this was also part of that Philodendron Marble collection that the greenhouse was having. So I got the Pink Princess marbles, and then I got the White Knight marbles. So I still feel like the White Knight marbles are a little bit pricey, but you can easily find one in like Walmart and stuff. So I don't fully think it's worth what I paid as well. They are really nice looking, and I understand the appeal of it. It's just the fact that you can possibly find these in a big box store amongst regular White Knights, because they just are putting them all together, even though these ones have like a different variegation pattern. They're still really nice, and I do love them. I also recently put these on a cocoa pole because I feel like they're getting bigger now, so they could probably use it. We'll just get some updated photos of these guys because they do definitely look different than what they used to. Now on to the display cases. So I have a few display cases around the shop that I use for props. So I have a mixture of things in here. That have been in here for way too long that I've forgotten about. So this is one of them. This is another Hoya Finlaysonii chicken farm. So this one is in stratum. It's going to be sold just like this. So we'll probably just list this one. This is another Hoya Finlaysonii chicken farm. So I'm going to just label this guy too. So as you can see, not all the time I sell full plants. Like I do take a little bit of props here and there, and I'm starting to sell them in either perlite or stratum as is for some of the people who just want small plants and they just want a semi-hydro plant. So these are good to transfer to semi-hydro if you prefer that in your collection. This one here, this is another fun Hoya. This is Hoya Clemenciorum, I believe that's how you pronounce it. The picture only has these two leaves and it's grown a lot. So I'm going to just get new pictures of it. It's a really cool looking Hoya if you're into those. I do really like this one too. So I'm gonna get a new picture. A few things in here. So some of these are already on the shop, I think, besides this thing. So I just put that back there. Okay, so this is already on the shop. This is Syndapsis Jade Variegated. It looks like this. So that guy is already on the shop. This is Alocasia cuprea starter. Looks like that needs a picture. I don't think that's on the shop. Hoya New Guinea Ghost. This guy here. He needs to go on the shop. This one, I'm gonna wait until this one has another leaf, so that one can stay back there. This is Monstera Adansonii Aria. It just put out this leaf, so I'm going to just get a quick picture of it. That can stay. That's so let me just reorganize this then. Oh, and then this is a little philodendron jungle boogie that's like a baby. The leaves are like getting stuck, so I'm gonna wait a little bit until it like starts looking better. I will put the plants that are not for sale in their own container and then put these guys back in here when we're done like taking the pictures. So there's a mixture of stuff going on in here. Some of these have like so much water in them as well. So this is a mixture of like my own plants. I'm not gonna lie. So I do have like a few of these small guys, which I should probably like move them somewhere else. This one we probably can sell. This is Hoya multiflora. This one is the one that blooms all the time. It's about to bloom again, and it tried to bloom, as you see. I think I was trying to bloom while I was on vacation, but it didn't, so it all just like fell. So I think I'm just going to list this one because it does have some roots. I can see them in there. This is one of my Hoya New Guinea Ghost. So this one is mine. I have some alocasias in here that were gifted to me. These are how they're doing. I believe these are Alocasia corazon. One of my subscribers turned friend, she gifted these to me. This is how they're looking. This one's super cool. So I've been keeping them in here. They've been growing a lot, as you can tell. Another little gift, which this guy is growing now. This is a little tissue culture of philodendron snowdrift that my YouTuber friend Breezy gave me. She gifted this to me a few months ago. It wasn't really doing anything, but now it finally is putting out a leaf. So I probably should move it into something bigger, but it's been in here for now. So this bin right here, this is the one that you guys are waiting for. This is the alocasia one. So we have baby alocasia fried eggs. So this guy will go up. This is Hoya australis Lisa, little guy. This one can go up. I don't like want to list everything because I still need stuff for next week too. So every week is not like a huge, restock. It's just whatever I feel like putting up. But I feel like because it's the first restock of the year and I don't have a shipment right now, it's good to just get a lot of new things up and new pictures and stuff. So we'll just do this australis Lisa. This one will hold off and put that one next week or something. All right, this one is going up. You guys have been blowing me up about this little guy. This is Alocasia Bambino variegated. This is one of the corms that came from the mama that's in the Millsbow. This one will finally go up. So many of you guys have reached out to me about it, so don't worry, it's going. And at this point, you know, it's gonna be first come, first serve, I guess. I know a lot of people see plants in the video, and then when they go to check the site, it's already sold out. So yeah, if you ever see anything like ahead of time, just reach out to me and ask, or you can send me an email with your wish list plants, and I will try to bring them into the shop, and then you can pay for them like that. I try my best to fulfill everybody's stuff, but it's always just based off of whatever the greenhouse has, so just keep that in mind. So here is an up close on this one. It does have some really cute leaves, has some nice pink in there as well. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leaves. It's a really nice starter alocasia if you're looking for the Bambino variegated at a small size. So we do have this guy coming up. Look at this, look how small it is. This is also Bambino variegated, so little though. So we'll hold off. This is another corm, super small, not growing. And we have one more that isn't growing. Look at this mess, you guys. This is happening because it's so humid in the box. Like, it's crazy. I have to like fix this later. This is another Jungle Boogie cutting. Has a new growth point here, but all the roots are literally growing out of it just because of how humid it is. So I have to go ahead and fix this later, which I'll probably do that off camera. So this one's gonna stay as a growing box with the other one. And then this one will be the box with the starters that are for sale. What I will need to do is take new pictures of everything and either update listings on my shop or make new ones and get it all ready for tomorrow. I restock every Thursday at 12 EST. So if you're looking for when I do my restocks, that's when. You can always subscribe to my mailing list as well, because then you'll get an email at 12 letting you guys know that the shop restock went live. I really wanted to film more for this vlog. I just don't think it's happening, and I'm so sorry. I'm going to do a full restyle of the Millsbow and my 2 shelves for the next vlog. I just don't think I have the time to do that today, get the shop updated, and finish editing this vlog. I just don't think it's gonna happen. So I really just need to focus on what I can right now. Because I did get sick last week, I did lose a lot of time and days for what I wanted to do for the vlog. So I am so sorry if this isn't like super jam-packed, but I hope you guys can understand. We definitely can do more plant stuff in the next vlog, but right now it was mostly just trying to get my store back in order since I just got back from vacation. So I hope you guys enjoyed your holidays and Happy New Year, and I will see you guys in my next vlog. Bye.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way.